Radio Show with your guy, Ronnie Ma.
DJ A-L-E-B. He let me say my name today. All right.
I always do.
You're lying.
Anyway, right now, our topic for the day, we got two topics. Ghostwriting and hip-hop and...
our MVP picks. NBA.
NBA.
Because ain't somebody else on doing some stuff.
Yeah, a lot of things going on right now. But we're doing NBA right now. It's a subject near and dear to my heart, and it's always up for debate in barbershops and studios and all that.
You're such
type
a
of
child, like your little baby, near and dear.
I mean, it's near
I
and
feel
dear.
like you should have did this movement.
It's kind of, I mean, it's near and dear to my heart. it's a sensitive.
I'm not.
It's not a sensitive subject, but it's always up for debate. It's always a good one. You get a lot of different points from it. First off, when did it become acceptable for you not to write your raps in hip-hop?
Did you have to say that? You just couldn't say it. When did it come acceptable?
When did it
You
become...
got to point people out like that. We know they're not right. This goes right.
I mean, but the thing about that is hip-hop versus, like, hip-hop was based on originality and saying what you have to say to the world, what you have to say. Your experience and those around you through your eyes and your vocal ability and your mind. That's the beauty.
Interesting.
It would take away from it if we know that some of the greatest albums was written by other people. Like if Nas didn't write Illmatic.
He could have not. We don't know.
But it would take away from it. Like if Jay or Wayne didn't write the Carter, that would kill me.
That would kill you.
That would kill me.
Wouldn't kill me. One of my favorite songs.
That would be. Thank you. I appreciate it. We have a studio audience here.
Y'all can't hear them.
They're not
silent.
making noises.
Y'all can clap. Studio audience.
They're giving looks.
You should clap. Wait.
But like, it's one of those things that's kind of crazy, and I always looked at it as, you know, Michael Jordan didn't say timeout, jump in the air, timeout, somebody come, stunt double.
However, I was on a softball team where the girl hit the ball and I ran the bases for her.
That's different though. You still running.
But she didn't run. She hit the ball. I didn't hit the ball.
It'd be different if she, as the ball comes, they hit a Zach Morris timeout, Saved by the Bell. Somebody came and swung, time in, they move out the way, they back, and they take the glory. Like, this is different.
Okay, so
there's no stunt doubles in hip hop. It shouldn't
be.
When it becomes acceptable, I don't even know when, but I guess it's when.
I was trying to pinpoint the exact song that
Milli Vanilli made it. Milli Vanilli like that.
Not.
That wasn't hip hop, but
that
it was like
far.
big bang.
That's no.
I always think it was some sort of element in like ghostwriting in hip hop all the time.
Who was the first known person we know that did write?
Did he say?
To me, Dre. We knew Dre didn't write his rhymes.
That was weak. I didn't know that when I was young.
I knew that.
I didn't know that. I thought he wrote the Chronic. Like I thought he.
You thought he wrote the Chronic?
His parts.
No.
That kind of upset me. Then I found out he don't really produce.
Well, that upset me, but that's another.
That's
story.
just.
That's a ghost producing is a whole nother show.
That's a whole other show. Very shorter show. But.
When did I find out? I think I found out when I realized I heard that Ab Liver writes a lot for Jay-Z. He writes a lot for Ye, a lot of, and Ab Liver is one of my favorite, which is how I got that in for the show anyway. But it's, you know what? I think when I realized people like Fiend writes for other people, like it's a lot of people who write for a lot of other people. I don't think it was like one moment, but you was like, Jesus.
And now that I think about it, you said Fiend, I feel like Master P really didn't write a lot of his shit, now that we just saying.
I hope he did. That shit is whack.
I don't know. I know Baby.
I don't want to give that to nobody. That's what it was.
Baby was the first thing I knew.
The first one.
Like,
we got to it. Birdman.
But I would love to think he wrote New Cars, Pretty Broad, Neighborhood Superstar, Going Far.
I think that with Baby, you can tell.
2 kilos. Like, it just sounds like.
You say that is just so stupid.
There was no need
that
for
could be PG wrote that. Oh,
no. Yellow Ice, Living Right, Dirt Government. Dog, if Baby didn't write that, that's some bullshit. And I feel a way about that.
You obviously are feeling away.
Because, like, some of my, like, I would feel different if somebody told me Juvenile didn't write 400 Degrees. I would feel different.
Okay, we know Juvenile wrote that, so let's not even talk about that blasphemy. But so what I'm saying is,
we don't know.
Baby will be the pivotal point in it, but I think that it was okay with Baby and Diddy because we knew that was not their position at their prospective label. Like, you knew Diddy was not a rapper. You knew that Diddy was the man.
He let you know, don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. That's what he lets you know, like, okay, it's real. But back, like, okay.
Diddy definitely made it okay on a grander scale.
It was never okay. It was just like he said it and people were like, okay.
I mean, first of all,
when you say
what I mean by
true.
okay means that we're going to go and buy the album with it on there, knowing that Diddy didn't write it. We're going to go listen to the song. You just was singing a song that you know Baby didn't write.
But see,
you know he didn't write the song, and you don't want to grasp that.
I still feel like Baby wrote those struggle hype bars. Like it was
the struggle bars in the song.
Struggle bars.
It was him.
But his struggle bars.
But Diddy got struggle bars in his songs too.
Diddy, hold on.
Diddy had struggle bars.
On Victory, what he said?
Off the top of the dome with him, but he got him.
What that song was on
Last
Victory?
Night.
No, not that.
He's trying to sing on that.
It's just weird. Like, it's like all right, go watch Victory. That song, Notorious.
He's giving y'all homework now.
Like, I'm trying to think about how that line go.
You really thinking about this?
2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby. I'm gonna make you love me, baby.
Struggle
love me, baby. It was
you still
tight.
like Victory though.
Yes.
And you know the rest of his verse is not him.
Big, you know you too hard for these cats. Don't worry. Like that shit was tight, man. Like, but it was
anyway. So now that we know that when it became acceptable, the only other, I guess, well, not only other art form, but other art forms that have people writing for them would be like R&B, country music.
I feel like it's acceptable
music, everything but hip hop.
But see, the thing that makes
and it's acceptable in those because, like you just said when we were talking,
it's the talent of singing.
Yeah, you can sing like so and so and have.
I can give a fuck if I can't write my name. If I can sing like Trey Songz or James Brown.
Write your name, really?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't want me to sign your checks?
I don't give a damn.
Just put a little line.
I'm gonna get a stamp. Like that. That's my shit. Bam. That's it. I don't need to do nothing. I could be very. I could be totally illiterate. But if I can sing my ass off, like Fantasia, no shots.
Try one more time.
Fantasia.
Just try one Fantasia song with Trey Songz. Like you might got it in you from the gut.
I can sing one or two. I can sing Bobby Brown. And that Ja Rule song, remember that? And I know you're getting bored.
Oh my God!
I know.
I'm sorry.
Loving my thug.
What is this?
Like that, I can do. Man, in order to be Bobby, then you gotta be Bobby now. I can be Bobby now. Bobby was on weed. Let the movie tell it. He fuck with coke. It was never doing coke. Whitney did crack.
He did coke.
Bobby did coke. Whitney started off with coke.
Okay.
And I feel away.
So
Bobby
do me and Ronnie? I'm gonna say. Do we agree that with it being open? I don't know if I agree. I don't think I agree nor disagree. I think that, like I said, because I knew that certain people early on, like especially with Dre and stuff, like I knew these people didn't write their stuff. Like I think it just was easier for me. But I think that now it's more open. Like you have Ab Live tweeting the credits on all day, and this song came out, and it was like, oh my God, Kanye West all day, and blah blah blah. And you have people really saying, I wrote stuff on that song.
But it takes.
I wrote a lot. But the thing about it with that type of song is, and even with what's the other one that's like that? All of the Lights. He had like 50 million. He had like 50 million
credits
on All of the Lights,
but
like you don't know who wrote what. So that's what I like about it. I don't know. What I like about it, what makes it acceptable for me and makes me being agreeable with it is, I don't know which line in All Day Ab Live wrote.
Look.
I don't know which line Paul McCartney. Like, I don't know. I probably would know Paul. Okay. I don't know. You don't know. I feel like a good ghostwriter, you don't even know that they ghost wrote it.
What separates hip hop from all other art forms is because hip hop contains samples. It was built on the backs of other things. Now, hip hop, rapping, vocal performance, that's you. R&B, country, all these other people you singing, you don't have to be able to write your fucking name. And Aretha Franklin could not have, maybe not wrote Respect, but she sung it. And it's tight. Like, that's the talent. Like, You can't.
But in that instance, you get these people like a Carrie Hilson that wrote a lot of songs for Beyonce.
But that doesn't take away from
Beyonce's
Beyonce's
greatness. And when she come out, it's like, Carrie Hilson.
But that's because.
But she done wrote your favorite song.
That's because.
So I kind of like that in hip hop. You know, now we know. Now we know that Ab Live contributed to the all these.
But that takes away from kind of like Kanye probably one of his most pivotal critical songs.
People still consider him. I think he becomes a genius because people feel like he puts all these elements together. Like, that's where his genius is. He's like, I did it. I put all this together to make this song, and then I can go out and be the person that represents the song.
I got a question. So I got a group of people that work for a manager. And the manager's genius is telling people what to do and when to do it. Right. And the talent is really in the people that's doing it. Right. And the manager takes the credit. That's my job all day. So that's my 9 to 5
all day.
That's what Dr. Dre and Kanye do. They don't have to play.
My 9 to 5 is that all day, yet my general manager gets the glory.
Ryan Legend is the genius. He can play his toes and a pamper and make a beat. And make a song. I don't know. Whatever. He can do all this. Timberland can take a baby crying and make a Aaliyah song. That's genius. Me bringing 5 niggas in.
Kanye does produce some good songs though. Okay.
Me bringing 5 people in to play instruments and tell them what to do, that's not genius. Like, I feel like it's not.
He has the genius. I'm not, first of all, I didn't say I agree with the people. I'm telling you what people say, first and foremost.
People be wrong.
People be wrong, but that's what we're saying. So what does the ghostwriting and hip hop mean? I think that we're going to start seeing it be a shift of,
I hate that.
Kind of like a R&B songy shift. You're gonna have people that, like Ronnie said, they're not necessarily talented. Well, like we're saying, I can't write my feelings, but I can tell somebody else my feelings, and they're gonna write it for me, and I'm gonna say it. That's what a lot of. But I do think that those artists aren't gonna surpass a Nas or Kendrick or.
They already are.
I don't think they are.
No, I mean
in the realm of mainstream thing, but they're not going to have a longevity of keep doing it because you're going to run out of people who are going to write for you.
Okay.
So your steam is going to. A lot of singers' steam run out if they don't have some type of writing ability, or they don't keep producing the hits. If you can't keep producing the hits, then you're going to sit there wait. You got to sit there and wait on somebody to write your song. So now that makes you can't do that in hip. It's not. It's going to make the process a little bit longer, but you're going to see the difference.
And R&B is like you could. Like, as you mature in R&B, a lot of singers start off not singing their own songs. They cover songs and they show their talent. Right. And they get in studio, write with people, and begin learning how to write and structure songs.
So you saying a rapper can't write with another rapper?
Fuck no.
Baby, I've been following the Kid career for a minute, and I do know, Baby Squad days, he wasn't the writer he is now. I mean, so I can't say that you can't get in the studio just like Drake get influenced by different people. You get influenced by.
But see, that's the same thing to me as though like you could say somebody stylistic. Okay, Rihanna, if she has stylists, that takes away from her style credit of she's so fashionable. But people put those clothes on.
She does.
So I can't give her.
She does.
Oh, I know. So I'm saying that. I'm just saying. So right, I can't give her that credit for being this fashionista or this fashion forward person while other people are thinking for you. If other people thinking for you, I can't give you credit.
I just feel like you're gonna see more fly by night stars.
But that's weak though. That's why shit bad like it is.
Well, hey, you know.
I mean, Beyonce could have all her songs written for her. She still dances, entertains, and sings her ass off, and falls off the stage sometimes and still get back up and don't miss a fucking note. That's talent.
Well, maybe we gonna have a rapper. They gonna bring back the MC Hammer era.
I mean, heavy D, somebody should be dancing and rapping.
Yeah, maybe that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be,
I'm not talking about lean with it, rock with it, but hard up, dance and break the sweat.
Yeah, baby. Okay, I'm just saying. That's it on our ghostwriting.
I'm against it.
I'm not against nor for.
So you indifferent?
I'm indifferent. Like, I really don't. I hate to say it because I'm in the position I am. I really don't give a fuck. Because I have realized niggas have been ghostwriting for years. It's just now people are saying, hey, that song you like so much that you went crazy about, I wrote that shit.
Hey, guess what?
That's all these people doing. Before, people got paid to shut the fuck up.
They've been
Nobody ain't getting paid.
They've been killing blacks for years, and shit cool. Fuck it. That's the same. They've been killing blacks for years.
You're not going there with this.
They've been hanging niggas for years. You know, niggas have been getting hanged, killed. People been. They have popes raping people for years. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna
Prince, whatever.
Now you're going for.
So hey,
you're being petty.
Hey,
you're being too
if
petty.
it's happening, it's cool.
I just feel like
money still being made. Bang bang.
Okay, we're moving on. Moving on to the NBA. Something more lighter.
Yeah.
So the back and forthness, even on our, what do we call his and her to us? Our,
I don't know.
Mom and pop, I guess, show. Who birthed
Ain't
us.
Nobody pop.
Them, they our pop, fool.
Oh,
he's
I thought
your
you
pop,
talking
she
about
my
we the
mom.
mom and
No,
pop.
they the what?
Because pull out game on fleek.
Wow.
But
what?
All right, NBA.
We digress.
NBA.
Okay,
NBA,
Harris has been going back and forth in a lot of
right.
ESPN shows, NBA analysts, NBA websites. Shout outs to hashtag all this life.
You look up
that's
on
hilarious
ESPN,
hashtag.
they just talking about this race. It's MVP race.
It's MVP race. So the people that are in this MVP race,
it's like 4.
we're gonna list them. Harden,
Steph Curry,
AD
LeBron from New Orleans.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
4th,
AD,
LeBron,
so it's 5, LeBron and Westbrook. Okay, so
the top 2 are Steph Curry and Harden.
I mean, for most people, Steph Curry and Harden. I mean, well, let's say stats-wise and consistency, they would be the top.
And the teams are winning.
But we know we've seen people steal the MVP race, and that doesn't mean shit. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
That year, Kobe averaged 35 and Steve Nash bitch ass won.
Fuck Kobe and Steve
I'm a
Nash.
Lakers fan. Shut up. He can't still
Fuck
I was
the
cool.
Lakers and whatever. Anyway, so as I was saying.
Bullshit. Anyway.
What I do like about this race is people are not putting the king on top just because he's the king.
LeBron is LeBron.
Actually at the bottom, huh?
No, but see, he's like
Isn't he like the last?
My thing with LeBron
Who's
is.
the last?
I would say Westbrook is if AD because it depends on which one of them getting the play.
Maybe AD and then Westbrook.
Because they both going for AC West.
So my pick, ladies first. My pick is Steph Curry.
I wonder why.
Well, fuck you. That ain't even why. Anyway, so the reason being, some point we're gonna get this show edited for the kids.
Fuck all that.
It's not for kids.
Wu-Tang is for the kids. We for the kids.
Why are you so random today?
I don't know.
Fucking random. Anyway, so I picked Steph Curry because he is he's, to me, out of all the people, he's the most consistent. For me. I do think James Harden is consistent, and I feel like he's the one that does the most for his team. Like, to me, he makes his team better. Westbrook, the reason why I don't pick Westbrook is because, he has all these amazing stats, and he did all this amazing shit in a season, but he ain't did nothing for his team. Like, you just stepped in. To me, Westbrook stepped in at a time when you don't have Kevin Durant and you don't have Serge Ibaka, so you're now that nigga on the. You don't have no choice to be that nigga. You either was gonna be that nigga or you was gonna be that bum nigga. That was it. That nigga or that bum nigga. That was his only two choices.
That's it on the shirt. That nigga
or that bum nigga. That's all he had. So shout out to him for stepping up, but I don't feel like he made it. Now, I will say AD is definitely, obviously, leading his team and making his team better, because to even say that they're even fighting for this seed is a good thing for the Pelicans. LeBron could have been up there high if he stopped acting like a little bitch and just be the king. You trying to let somebody else come through and do them and do this. So you wasted a lot of time trying to get your team up to a certain level of play, and that would have been time you could have been MVP. So to me, it was between Curry and Harden as far as leadership, being consistent, dropping the points. And not, to me, Westbrook is almost like you dropping the points to be a little show. Like, I did 43 yesterday, I'm going to do 63 today. I did 63, I'm going to do 103. Who gives a motherfucker? I want you to be consistent. Like, I don't feel like we're going to see the same Westbrook next year. We're not going to. When Durant come back and Ibaka back, you're going to be back to bitch Westbrook that can't dress. That's what you're going to be. Well, you still can't dress.
Time out. All right, first of all, let me go to mine. I'm sensible, okay?
It's not. He's
first
just playing
of all, if he picks,
he said
like,
Steph Curry first.
It's 5 people. Steph Curry, James Harden, AD, the Brown.
Why you gotta keep saying the Brown? We know who AD is.
I like the name is weird.
You want me to put one of my braids right here? Cause that's long.
That'd be tight. You'd be like Webby. Shout out to Webby. He just got
Jesus, go ahead.
LeBron and Westbrook. My thing with LeBron is I gotta go him first and then go to my pick. LeBron is like He's the best player on any given day. The best player in the world. Hands down. A lot of times people just forsake his greatness because he does it so well. Sometimes he take a back seat. Yeah, to let his team flourish.
We talking about what you need to be take the back seat, still be MVP. But, he was falling off.
But no, I mean he's not people his whole life. He wore number 23 to his no doubt of his own, but he's more of a Magic Johnson team type player. He makes everybody good, makes everybody better. Assists up, the rebounds, is defense. Like he just makes the team better. But his team is not the best team in the league. With AD, they're at the bottom. Him and Westbrook are kind of at the same team. You know, Westbrook's been on the tear for the second half of the season, not the full season.
Right.
But the second half of the season.
Made that he's not.
It's really because it wasn't been the whole duration of the season. AD's been great the whole season. Been injured a little bit, but he's taking his team from.
Did you get to the top 2 choices?
He's been taking this. Excuse me, long wind. Long wind.
Go ahead.
He's been taking his team up like in the past 3 years. Before he's been in the league, his team got better every time. But this wouldn't be his year. This year is between Steph Curry and Harden. Harden is hard. First thing between Steph, he's a great player, but I feel like though even without him, his team would still be third in the West, even though they're first in the West now, because he has a guy he played with, the Super Smash, the Super Smash Bros.
Well, hold on. You think without Harden, the Rockets just gonna be?
No, hold on. That's my point.
Okay, I was about to say
the Warriors. Steph Curry not in the game. Klay Thompson still averages 24 points. He'll probably average 30. And everybody else does. That team are made up of starters from other teams.
Right.
So their team is the best team, and they can still win without him. Will they be as dominant? Maybe not, but they can still good. Harden, that nigga ain't got nobody. Bitch ass Dwight Howard, he left him like this.
Ooh.
Fuck that
boy. You feel the way about the way? Do you feel the way?
Bitch ass boy.
Oh, Jesus, he feel the way. I'm scared.
That boy 6'9", all pussy.
He really is.
I'm sorry, but
he gets a lot of pussy too. But that
ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't care. He ain't sharing. I ain't caring. I love Missy, bitch.
What? I'm gonna date you today.
No, but see, like Harden is like basically.
He doesn't have anybody.
He doesn't have anybody yet. But, okay, and so, number 3, number 4.
So since he doesn't have anybody, that's for me where I can't decide. I have factors, and I want to know: can your team survive without you? Do you make your team better? He doesn't. We can't decide that about him.
Houston would be in the bottom.
Right, we cannot decide about. So Steph Curry sometimes I feel like it's Harden because he's Harden. Because when he was in OKC, when he was in OKC, he wasn't Harden. He was Harden, but he wasn't Harden.
But see, you got to think
so
about
I don't know.
The opportunity presented itself.
And I'm happy that he
because he was a 6th man. He had limited minutes, and he still played really, really great.
Right.
And
what I'm saying is,
when they say, "Hey, this your show,"
so do you think that if the Rockets gave him some support, would he still be that?
Oh, he'd still be there because he's the number 1 option all the time. Like in Oklahoma, he was like the number 3 option.
I don't know. I'm still rocking with Steph though.
I'm rocking.
I'm thinking Steph is probably gonna win.
I'm rocking with Harden.
Hey, and I'm rocking with Steph.
The beard. Fear the beard. I can't go facial.
Think I fear the beard. Is that why you felt top way about my? Okay, because I'm like that. Anyway,
I felt another way about your pick because it was. Never mind. If it was Paul George, it would probably be motivated about something else.
That's not why I put that pick up there though.
I'm just saying.
Shout out to my man's being back. My man's back. He doing big.
Wasn't Derrick Rose your bae like 2 years ago?
Why you being petty today? He was never my bae. I liked him as a player. You know, anyway, he's fucking being petty. I was going to take a little small time to ask you back to the music. Fucking petty. Anyway, so Pilot Talk 3 came out.
Tight.
That's how you feel. That's how you tight.
I mean, it's.
How do you feel about how he's selling it?
I feel like it's definitely.
Hold on, wait. How about maybe everybody should sell it like that because it's so hard to find a download.
The package. For just the illegal download?
Yeah, I wasn't about to pay that for that. I mean,
look,
I could have asked him, but I wasn't doing that neither.
It's still on iTunes, regular. But the package download, for one, he has a junk drive that folds out into a jet that you can put into your computer.
Right.
It holds all the music, all the pictures,
you get other stuff too.
all the videos. And you get a password or something, you can download the other videos as they come out. And you get a long...
But it's like 5 or 4 different packages.
A long sleeve t-shirt.
Like a stack. There's one of them that's like a stack.
Yeah, it's like a long sleeve t-shirt and a $100 package you can buy. Like it's 3 different colors: black, white, and like that blue, teal blue or whatever. Then they got the $1,000.
But he really has that following that them little kids and those jet lifers will pay.
But you gotta, I mean, you servicing.
And that's what I'm trying
people.
to tell a lot of people with the way people are putting out music now. Now it's about coming out and being an artist and creating a brand, being a brand and being a believable brand and being you. That's what I like about him. Him having his success with this, Kendrick having his success with Tipping for Butterfly, J. Cole having his awesome success with this, because these are people who are who they are. Like, you're not, whether or not, sometimes I be like, J. Cole, you kind of boring, but that's who he is. He's that simple, boring, just could rap his ass off dude.
I'm not gonna say simple.
Not simple that. I mean, like simple, like it's like simple desires and like not. You know, he's not gonna.
But you know what? That's the beauty about when people relate to him, because those same simple desires.
Yeah, everybody. Right.
So he's
and
like
you have
the people's rapper,
who is like this regular dude that goes through regular things. Like people struggle with depression. People, a lot of black people want to feel to be this empowerment, to be, support their race and stuff, but not have to feel like I have to be this all the time. Like I'm one of the people. Like it's a lot of black things that go in the black community that I like want to speak about, but I don't want to turn into this. People think, oh, now that's not. I just feel the way. I don't want to be militant all the time, and I think he makes it okay. You know, he spoke about a lot of things. He spoke his mind, and then he's still gonna be and go get on some ignorant shit with J-Rock, and then we gonna still like him. Like, I like that, and I think that what I always loved about Currency, even if it was albums, mixtapes, or whatever that I didn't like, just from knowing him personally, it's him. This is him. I remember him telling me, sitting in his house, and him telling me he just want to be able to be who he is, like buy cars, smoke weed, and have fun. He didn't want to be like this. Oh my God, he just want to be able to make his money, go on his tours, and he still comes. When I went to, what's that on Wednesdays?
Jet Life.
Jet Life on Wednesdays. It's not Jet Life. Jet Lounge on Wednesdays. I'm like, okay, I'm going, taking my girl, I'm going. He really was there. I was like, oh, you really go? Like, most people are not going to go to their night.
And the thing about Currency, opposed to everybody else, like, Currency super approachable. Almost too approachable. Which is kind of like...
He has no security.
But...
his management is enough, but still.
But the energy he gives off... Right. Makes him be able to move like that. There's a lot of rappers that can't move like that. The Meek Mill energy, like people say when
He can't move. Meek Mill's energy breeds jealousy.
And breeds envy.
And not that he does anything on his own. It's
a street element to his music, so that brings a lot of people.
What I will say, what hooked me with Pilot Talk 3 was the opening credit song. Like, I was like, whoa, you put that out there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people understand the struggle he went through, not necessarily from No Limit to Young Money, but from Young Money to being this. Like, it was.
And his work ethic is probably the best.
I mean, and that's something like what I hated about Currency. I'm glad that he doesn't really do that anymore. I hated let me put out a project, because he's an artist that needs to sit with his music. He's an artist that needs to pick beats and sit down. And when he had that first album with Monster Beats and he did all that, I was like, this is what you always need. You need somebody that's going to sit down and listen to you and make these beats, and you have stuff. When he makes those little quickies, I'd be like, oh, jeez.
But see, now...
But that's for people, too. But I like that now he's taking his time with his music. He's crafting his style. So it's becoming a work for him.
I think it's not even the fact that he's like... I think before he probably was, and I'm not for sure, he probably was, just perceived notion, he probably was, let me make a song and I'll put out the next day. It's
but I mean,
like
when you're doing a mixtape, what was it, a mixtape a month or something?
Yeah, but he probably recorded it like a week.
Yes, he did.
I know, that's what he did.
But see, that's exactly what he did.
But the quality of that versus like the little pieces of music he's dropping, that seems sporadic.
The Stone Immaculate itself, oh my God.
It seems sporadic, but it's not, because it's like, okay, it's concentrated effort. Okay, we got this gonna come out this, and we're gonna keep it. He never stopped, so it's like he always have.
Saturday Night Tunes.
Even more Saturday Night. Then he got the Bus Life album they dropped that they've been recording.
Shout out to Spitter for the Pilot Talk 3, some good riding music. And last but not least thing we're gonna talk about only because I said we talked about this, so I know you have something to say about it. Pascal, local artist, local meaning New Orleans, not Baton Rouge though, dropped his video for Negus.
Like it.
Not niggas like Niggas.
Negus.
Not that, the actual niggas. Let you go first.
I like the song. I've been following I guess Pascal.
Not Pasky.
Pascal. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, you saying it right.
I've been following Pascal for a little second, I guess, some years, because it's like the community within Louisiana hip hop is very, very small. I'm from Baton Rouge. Don't really go to a lot of hip hop shows in New Orleans at first, but now I move around and you see same guys, same names. And you know, I've seen his growth and it's matured into a style that I like that kind of presents him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like the song. I like Courtney Hart on it. It's definitely a different, it's a mature sound from what I've known him to do from years back. But I kind of like it. It's definitely it's a niche sound that I feel like he can grow with. And the song is dope. The video is very dope. Shot by Cinema Madonna. How you saying that?
That's on there.
Oh,
that's as far as I know.
But
I never personally met her, so far as I know.
It's a definitely dope visual. I think it captures the essence of a little bit of New Orleans life.
Right.
And just the struggle of what it is.
I
like it.
I hate that I have to talk. I should never put this up. My outlook on Pascal is probably the most different out of anybody who probably listens to Pascal, being that I was once his manager and once his girlfriend. So
you just put that out there like that?
Everybody knows his girlfriend. That definitely is not a secret. But so my outlook on his music has always been a harder one than most people, because it's different when you personally know somebody. Like, you know the things they've been through, you know the person they are, you know the thoughts in their head, you know the things about them. So, you know, projects prior to King Solomon, I would be so frustrated because I would just be like, oh my God, why are you playing around? Why are you playing around? You know what I'm saying? You have so much potential. So when King Solomon came out, I was just like, thank you. Like, you finally got it. You finally are starting to, you know, it's not, he knows I'm always holding him, but you know, it's like, this is what you should be doing at the age that you are, the things that you're seeing, the stuff that, you know, being from New Orleans. And Niggas is just definitely that song.
Niggas!
That I feel like you say, I feel like this is your little starting block. Like, start from that. Because my problem with him has always been, I never, as much as I know him, I know Rashad. I felt like, who is Pascal? You know what I'm saying? And I know you. I've been knowing you for years. You know what I'm saying? So it is, I've always felt like he gets lost in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can, and a crazy part about his talent is he can do any type of thing. Like, he's not a rapper that could say, okay, you just stick to like the girly stuff, and you stick to the hood stuff, or you stick to the conscious stuff, and you stick to like the currency stuff, or stick to talking about, you know, like clothes or whatever. Like, he can literally talk about anything and be any style, but
a chameleon.
But that sometimes that kind of makes people be like, okay, I want you to have your own thing. So I think Niggas is definitely, King Solomon in itself definitely is, you got to see him.
You should go check it out.
Be more him.
You should definitely go
even
check it out.
You know, I got a chance to, you know, DJ the concert that he did for the mixtape, and just his stage presence is different. So I mean, I think that, and Niggas was like the song, I was like, yeah, when it came on, like, all right. So I'm happy that they did the video. I love the fact that it's not that typical Courtney Hart voice. It's not that typical Courtney Hart. Like, I like that I felt like they set with that song. I felt like Raj and everybody who was in his camp probably like made him redo verses. That's the feeling I got with this song. Like, okay, so I mean, I'm all for the Niggas. Like, I'm all for that. I'm all for King Solomon.
And you should be all for Niggas.
I don't know if I'm not really for Film or whatever, but I'm for King Solomon.
I'm for all that shit.
You know. So I'm on the fence with Ghostwriting.
I hate it.
Or I don't care, or whatever we want to do.
Team Harden.
Steph Curry, that would be me.
I still fuck with.
We both
Curry,
like Pilot Talk. Actually, the Lord say the same. I can't never say the actual name of the song, because like there's the Lord says. That's actually my favorite song now. So if y'all want to know.
Pilot Talk, y'all now. Dope. Team Steph Curry, Team Harden. I'm against with every fiber in my body of Ghostwriting. She's indifferent.
I was just about to say something about Dwight Howard. I so thought you was about to go.
Fuck that nigga, his bitch ass.
I don't know why, because he had it in his voice.
Oh yeah, and I got throwback Kobe's on from 2000. I mean,
What
2000.
you about Kobe?
When his hairline was like this.
Who cares about Kobe though?
His hairline was like this.
Who gives a fuck about Kobe?
I do.
You the only one with his triple A.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Bye, y'all. This has been a show. Peace.
In the Middle East.
Who does that? Who does that?